Welcome to Aspen Yoga. My name is Stacie. For today's restorative yoga session, we are going to do supported reclining pose. We are going to add some blankets to this pose, add some extra bolsters. This pose is great for supporting the back, getting into a deep relaxation, opening up the chest. So we're going to need quite a few things for this pose. So a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, firm pillows will absolutely work well. We're going to use a round bolster today. If you don't have a round bolster, a sleeping bag or just roll up some blankets will work well. 4 blankets and 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have the blocks, remember pillows will work well. All right, so go ahead and grab your props and meet me back on the mat. Welcome back. Now also remember when we do restorative yoga that if you want to put something comfy on, something warm, we are going to be lying in poses where you may need a little bit extra warmth. So go ahead and do that. So this pose is going to take a little bit to set up, but once you get in it, it's going to be wonderful. All right, so we're going to take our yoga blocks. One end here. So the blocks are going to be on the high end, and then also a little bit lower. And we are going to create the decline here, okay? And you can adjust your blocks so you have that nice support. So the reclining position. We will have one blanket just kind of rolled up at the base of our mat, and this is where our heels will go. So have that blanket at the end. Your round bolster is going to be here in the middle. For your blankets, you're going to have one blanket on your bolster. It's going to support your upper back so you can have a little roll up top here where it's going to support our cervical spine. Then the next 2 blankets, we're going to roll. So I want you to go ahead and I'm going to roll inward. So we're just going to create these long rolls with each one of these blankets. So we're going to have 2 rolls. Our bolster is set up at an angle. Our bricks are supporting our bolster. We have a blanket on top of the bolster with a nice cervical support. Our round bolster is going to be midway, and then our other blanket is going to be here at the end to support our heels. Okay, so let's see how this works. All right, how do we get set up? We're going to put a roll on each side of the bolster. And don't worry, we're going to stay in this pose for a little while. So we're getting set up, but we're going to snuggle in here. So go ahead and have the rolls on either side. Your bolster is set up at your decline. So we have that angle. We are going to, and you can tell if you need to bring your this a little bit closer. So I want you to go ahead and align your lower back with the bolster. Bring your blanket, roll that bolster up underneath your knees, and then I want you to take your blankets on the side, and I just want you to bring them up as they act as little armchairs, okay? So little arm supports, okay? Taking your head back. All right, so now how do I feel? All right, I need a little bit more neck support. How do your feet feel? You need to come a little bit closer to the bolster up top, and if you do, adjust. Most important thing when we are in our restorative yoga poses is that you are comfortable. So I never want you to get in a pose and be like, oh, this isn't comfortable, but I need to stay here for a while. Adjust, okay? Adjust as you need to. So hug these up tight. They are our hand supports, our forearm supports. When you are comfortable, our heels are supported on the blanket, our knees are draped over our bolster, our legs can be externally rotated, hands can come together, they can be supported over your blanket, whatever is most comfortable for you. And once you get settled, I want you to take a deep inhale and exhale. And as we get into the pose here, I want you to think about how your body feels. Checking in with your neck, how is the support on your cervical spine? How is the support of the bolster along your spinal column? Your forearms should be supported along your blankets. Your legs are draped over your bolster. Your heels are supported. And as you inhale, send oxygen to your fingers and your toes. And as you exhale, allow your shoulders to drop from your ears. Your shoulder blades relax into your bolster. Breathing into the front of your chest, your heart is open to the ceiling. If you feel any tension, send oxygen into that area. And as you relax, with the exhale of your breath, and as you relax into the comfort of the pose, I want you to listen to the music, allow your mind to wander. And if you ever become uncomfortable, readjust. As you take a deep inhale here and exhale. If you have time, please feel free to stay in this pose as long as you like. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, if you're going to get out of the pose, I want you to wrinkle your fingers and your toes, your arms and your legs. Go ahead and place each of the rolled blankets back to your side. Hands across your abdomen. I want you to bring your knees up on, so bend those knees, bring your feet up onto the bolster. Roll the bolster away so that your feet are flat on the floor. I want you to roll onto one side and slowly press yourself up. Okay, let's come into a seated position. Your knees, legs crossed, hands are on your knees. Let's take a deep inhale here and exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Again, my name is Stacie with Aspen Yoga. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again next time.